While in transit to Daratar, Logain called a group conference. He outlined their need to work on a way of managing the group, starting with designating a leader. He put himself forth, stating his military expertise and that he'd led teams before. The others agreed for him to lead. They discussed finances then, what they will call themselves. After much time thinking, they decided to go with the Sidewinders. The Sidewinders arrived at Daratar. Scans of the planet's surface in the vicinity of the last known location of the archaeologists revealed no ships or communications, but a cave and several small, unnatural objects in the vicinity. Logain landed the ship a few clicks north on a flat area. The Sidewinders geared up and launched their mission, leaving Jane in the ship. After finding some landing gear imprints in the dusty ground, they also discovered 4 bodies just outside the cave. 2 Solarians, a Turian, and a human. Ator guarded the cave entrance, while the others went inside. The Sidewinders found ancient alien doors of stone. As they searched, with signs the caverns had been recently occupied by bandits. They discovered the archaeologists' personal effects and relics from the excavations. Ator noticed a ship landing outside, and he informed the others. They rushed back outside to see a group of pirates returning, led by a Turian in silverback armor. When their enemies were out in the open, the Sidewinders took most of them down, starting with the leader. The final 2, a Batarian and a Krogan, surrendered, so the Sidewinders took them as hostages. Heading back inside the caverns, the Sidewinders continued to look around. They came across a door with an alien locking mechanism. Tiala looked through one of the datapads they had collected to decipher the combination. Within, they found survivors of the archaeological team, a Solarian, a human, and 2 Asari. The Asari leader of the expedition, Dr. Silana Penova, thanked the Sidewinders when she learned that the students of the expedition had been killed. However, she took the news rather roughly. The Solarian, Dr. Chelan Lenahe, assured the Sidewinders she'd be okay. The human, Dr. David Cohen, thanked them for rescuing his trilobite collection during the events. Pirates had decided to use the rock passages and caverns as a temporary base, driving the explorers to seal themselves in the locked chamber. The 3 students and the Solarian in charge of them had not been so lucky. After exiting the caverns, they took the bodies to the Sentinel, along with their survivors. It was then decided that Hirokin and Ator would take Jane to Mukov in the pirates' ship, while the others returned to the Citadel with the survivors, dead, and 2 hostages. When the Sentinel arrived back at the Citadel, Tess revealed that she had obtained a new gun for the ship, a Mark V Chimera mass acceleration cannon. She began mounting it on Sentinel at Logain's instruction. Logain met with Sergeant Tadami at Vortex, per the instructions she messaged the group, where she told him that Captain Dentes believed they needed promoting and has organized something to help with that. The Sidewinders are to bring the rescued archaeologists to CSEC in 20 to 30 minutes. Logain went to inform the others. Dr. Topolad checked over the archaeologists on the Sentinel and said they were fine, beyond some dehydration and malnutrition. He told Tiala he had done more tests on Jane's mystery liquid, but still hadn't discovered what it was. Tiala asked if it could be a single component in a more complex formula, and the Solarian doctor said it was possible. Loghain and Tiala escorted the archaeologists up to SWCodex, where they saw a Sari news reporter, Messinis Thurita, arguing with a customs officer about riots reported to her that are not going on. When she spotted the rescued Chris scientists with two of their saviors, though, all her attention was on them. Just when they'd given her just the right amount of information, Sergeant Tadami rescued the group from the reporter and ushered them to SWCodex. She apologized for putting them through such a farce, but insisted Captain Dentes wanted them in the public eye for the heroism quickly. Loghain and Tiala reported to Captain Dentes on the mission, whereby Dr. Penova insisted she deliver the sad news to the families of the dead. Captain Dentes arranges the removal of the prisoners and bodies from the Sentinel, and requests that they go to a specific address in the Taysiri Ward's apartments when the others had returned from Yukov. He mentioned that if this setup was going to work and their connection to SWCodex is to be kept a secret, they couldn't be constantly reporting for debriefings and mission completions. Loghain and Tiala came across a distressed female Quarian at customs on the way back to their ship. Introducing herself as Nizina-sana Nar Iktomi, she told the customs wouldn't let her in without a work permit, but she can't afford to head to her other two options, Ilium or Nasern. Loghain and Tiala agree to take her to Nasern if she gives them her star chart to the Crescent Nebula, where Ilium is, since they plan to go there soon to get some answers about why the Void Wraith all lured them there. Nizina agreed to the deal. Would you like to know more?